Water-based paint sprayer. What is the main use? First, it must be clear. Industrial water-based paint sprayers are designed and manufactured specifically to spray water-based paints, such as wall paint, oil-based paint, primer, waterproof paint, etc. That is, materials with moderate viscosity, low to middle viscosity, easy to pump, easy to push through the spray head. The structure of an industrial paint sprayer usually includes a motor, piston pump head, one-way valve, spring, bearing, pressure pipe, and spray gun head, all of which work together to push the material out into a fine mist. With paint, the machine operates very stably, smoothly, saves time, and brings high construction efficiency. Common situation: using a paint sprayer to spray putty. However, in reality, many people, because they want to take advantage of available equipment or save on the cost of investing in a specialized powder sprayer, have thought about using a water-based paint sprayer to spray putty. Not stopping there, some people also modify the machine. For example, increase the pressure to the maximum level, replace the nozzle to a larger size, loosen the suction pipe, use a thick powder mix but still force the machine to run continuously. At first, everything seems to run fine. The powder still comes out, the putty layer is still smooth. But that is a sweet trap that many people have fallen into. Important advice: only use when the powder is thinner than the paint. That means when stirred, the powder must be as thin as water, easy to flow, and without residue. Only then will the machine be able to push evenly, the valve head will not be clogged, and the motor will not have to carry such a heavy load. With such a thin powder mixture, the machine can still run smoothly, without overpressure, without vibration, and if sprayed evenly, it can still ensure a smooth, flat wall surface, especially with thin layers of primer and smoothing putty. Consequences of incorrect use. Very dangerous. If you are subjective and still spray the powder as thick as when applying by hand, the consequences can occur at the following levels. 1. Mild level. The one-way valve in the pump head is blocked. The valve ball is stuck due to accumulated powder residue. The spring pushing the ball is broken or stuck. The machine makes a rattling sound, vibrates strongly when pulling the trigger. Weak pressure, the nozzle sprays unevenly. 2. Medium level. The spring in the oil piston is broken, the seal is torn, oil leaks. The bearing is cracked, broken, the machine cannot rotate smoothly. The transmission shaft is reversed, the machine vibrates strongly and heats up quickly. 3. Severe level. The pump head is broken, causing the valve assembly inside to break. The motor to burn, especially when the machine is stuck but still has electricity. The transmission is completely damaged, the entire assembly must be replaced or the machine must be discarded. Not to mention the repair costs afterwards is very high, and in many cases, there is no spare parts available, have to wait for import or order workers to make it, waste time and delay work. Why not use the paint sprayer for powder spraying? The nature of the paint sprayer structure is not created to push highly viscous materials such as putty. The large friction force, the increased flow resistance, causes the valve system, piston, and bearing to work overloaded. Even if you modify the machine, adjust the pressure, and replace the gun head, the core inside the machine is still designed for water-based paint. It can't strain itself with powder forever. The longer you try to use it, the faster it will break. The right solution and choice. If you decide to specialize in spraying putty, invest in a specialized powder sprayer, a large piston, strong thrust, a filter system, and pipes suitable for heavy powder. If you only need to spray fine powder occasionally, do the following. Dilute it very thinly, use a fine filter, Use a large nozzle, 0.21 or more. Test spray on a board or small area. Clean thoroughly after each use to avoid residue. Never pull the trigger continuously for too long. The machine will quickly deteriorate if it gets too hot. Stop between sprays to let the machine regain pressure. In short, a water tank sprayer is a very effective tool, but you need to use it for the right purpose within its design limits. Trying to force the machine to work too hard is destroying the equipment every day without knowing it. I have witnessed many brothers regretting the investment, but in the end, they lost twice as much money because of repairing the machine, replacing components, or losing their job halfway because the machine suddenly broke down. Hopefully, today's 10-minute video will help you be more alert when choosing construction equipment, and most importantly, keep the machine durable, keep the work steady, and work long-term. Wish you guys work effectively, machines are always healthy, projects are always complete.